Riley Brown here with GoAZCats.com senior editor Matt Moreno. Matt, recruiting for the Wildcats has been kind of put on the back burner ever since the season got underway. What do they need to do, though, to fill that almost full recruiting class coming in?
Well, obviously, a lot of the work was done over the summer, which is kind of the goal for Arizona every season, it seems, to get a lot of the work done over the summer so they can kind of focus on the team again once the season rolls around. They did that again, focused a lot on the offensive line, got some very, very good recruits coming in on the offensive line, and I think now the attention turns to the defense. There's still a few spots open, a few big recruits out there still on the defensive side of the ball that Arizona's been looking at for a long time, and I think that's where you're going to see the focus turn is a lot on the defensive side of the ball.
All right, well, we're going to talk offense. Arizona's newest recruit, Matt Morin, a bounce back out of San Diego State. He used to play quarterback, but now he's listed as athlete. What can you tell us about him?
Well, obviously, you mentioned he used to play quarterback. He came out of high school as a quarterback when he picked San Diego State. Didn't like the situation there a lot and decided to transfer. Went the JUCO route, turned into a tight end. He's a big body. And he's a guy that has that versatility. Arizona likes those guys, likes those athletes. He's a guy that can play multiple positions. He can be H-back in the slot, out wide, traditional tight end. He can be used all over the field, and I think Arizona even said that he could be playing a little bit. He said that the coach told him he could play a little bit of quarterback too even. So you're going to be seeing him all over the field. He's a mid-year guy, so he'll get here early, be here in time for spring ball in Tucson, and that's invaluable experience, obviously, for anybody, and I think Matt Morin could be a valuable piece of this team in the future.
All right, and back to the defense. Kalen Thomas, a big recruit for Arizona. He moved Arizona to the top of his list. What can you tell us about him?
Obviously, you mentioned he moved Arizona to the top of his list. It's always seemed that way, but he kind of made the move recently to move Arizona officially to the top of his list. Big-time recruit, like you mentioned. He's a big linebacker, a lot of offers, big-time hitter. So a lot of coaches, I think a lot of schools want to see what he can do during the season. He got a lot of his attention with his film because a lot of coaches saw all that hitting that he did. He takes pride in being a big-time hitter, and now that he's kind of back in pads again and being able to play in his season, a lot of schools are coming around, and he picked up a Texas Tech offer recently, and he's still seeing those offers come in. So with a guy like that, Arizona's always been around, and I think Arizona's in a very, very good spot with him, but he's a guy that's going to let the process play out, take his official visits. He wants to get out to Arizona again for an official, and I think he'll just go from there.
All right, and Matt, what position in your mind do the Wildcats need to recruit the heaviest this year?
I think moving forward, staying on the defensive side of the ball, I think those safety positions, even the outside linebacker position, inside linebacker, all the linebacker spots and those safety positions, spur and bandit. I mean, obviously, Jared Tevis, Tremaine Bonner, both seniors, won't be around next year. You need maybe a couple guys who can take those spots moving forward. Obviously, there's guys like that on the roster, but you want to recruit those positions as well. So I think Chiavatazino is a guy that maybe should have some focus on him. He's been a guy that's been around for a while. He has a few teammates on the team already, and I think those are some of the spots that you're going to see Arizona really go after moving forward.
All right, and you're Rich Rod. Who do you want on your 2015 roster that hasn't committed yet?
Of the guys that are really heavily considering Arizona, I think you have to look at Chiavatazino, the guy I just mentioned, just for a multitude of reasons. Obviously, Arizona wants to keep that pipeline going with his school, Los Angeles Salesian. They have a few recruits already, or a few freshmen already from that school. He might be the best of the bunch. I know some of his teammates think he is from that group of guys from Salesian, and that's a position. I mean, he's kind of in between linebacker and safety, and obviously Arizona can use those type of players. And I think if you're Arizona, for a lot of reasons, I think Chiavatazino, of the guys you really want, I think that's the guy that you probably really want the most out of moving forward.
All right, thank you, Matt. Well, a lot of decisions still to be made until that final signing day in February. For GoAZCats.com, I'm Riley Brown.